So we are back with more Heart of Amethyst. This is, I believe this is still chapter 1, so we're just gonna pick up where we left off at. I just went back, looked at the lines and everything. So this is the very next line before the first chapter before it like got cut off. So don't want to talk too much, just gonna get into it. This guy, I think his name was Roderick, wants us to see the king and he's trying to forcibly grab us. Of course. Luckily for me, Alma intervenes, forcing the knight to take a few steps back. Lucky for me. What do you think you're doing? His response is aggressive and forceful, but the tinier wolf doesn't move an inch, keeping a neutral face at all times. Eat some time. We should wait outside while he gets changed. He gives me a quick, soft smile that turns around and opens the door for the other two, clearly signaling them to step outside. I forget I gave him a nickname because I couldn't pronounce that. But, you know, he shrugs and exits the door, but Roderick sends me a nasty look before walking away himself. As for Almond, he lingers for a while, clearly wanted to say something. Your clothes. Points to a box under the bed where my shirt and cloak had been neatly folded. Please don't take long. See ya. As he steps out, he closes the door behind him. Silence soon fills the room. I stand there by myself, not entirely sure about how to feel about this whole situation. Just crazy to think that I would ever be standing in a place like this, but rather than a dream come true, it feels more like a nightmare. Goddesses, what did I get myself into? I walk closer to the box and kneel down beside it. Soon enough, a floral scent hits my nose. Seems like they washed it. I take the shirt and put it on. The cloak is inside the box as well, but I don't think I'll be needing it, so I'll leave it be. I then look around the room. Everything just looks expensive and shiny. Even the material that's not supposed to shine does. The whole place is filled with luxurious decorations and furniture. And let's not forget about the bed. I feel like I was sleeping on a cloud. Hurry up, Runt. I hear Roger yelling from the other side of the door. I sigh, feeling unsure if I should actually go out there or just jump through the window. Take a glance outside just in case that is an option. My hopes are soon shut down, as the floor seems to be very far away. I'm on a tower, very tall one at that. So with that option out of the way, I ready myself to open the door. My palms are sweaty, not spaghetti, and I notice how I'm breathing is speeding up. I'm diving into the unknown, and I'm scared. Please, Mom, protect me. I say to myself, finally grabbing the handle and opening the door. I forgot about what happened to mother. Once outside, I'm met by a cool breeze of the night. A careless, yeah, I'll go with that. And Almond are nowhere to be seen, which unfortunately leaves me by myself with a huge, angry wolf, who was leaning on the pillar, his eyes locked on a distant city, which can be seen from here. Took you long enough. It's this way. Don't fall behind. He turns around, giving his back to me and heading towards the end of the hallway, not saying another word. His tone is so cold and distant, but it's not hateful and furious anymore. I wonder if something happened. Either way, I follow him through the many hallways of the castle. He told me to keep up the pace, but I can't help but be a little curious about this place. Everything is so new to me. Never been to a palace before, well, after all. Taking a look around as we walk, I can see a few candle lightings, the corridor, some banners, and fancy-looking portraits of landscape and wolves on fancy costumes. The royal family, I presume. There is a specific portrait that catches my eye. In it, you can see the old king, who must be in his 50s or 40s. Accompanying him are two young teenage wolves. I'm guessing his 2 sons. There are many rumors surrounding them, as nobody knows for sure what happened to them. Run, hurry up. I hear Roderick yelling from the end of the hallway. Take a last glance at the portrait before heading his way. After many more steps, we finally reach a very big wooden door. He stops so suddenly that I end up bumping into him. Yet he doesn't budge an inch. Is this guy really a canine? Could be a bear in disguise if you ask me. Scary animals, I tell you, Miss Biscotti, and I got attacked by one once. King is waiting for you inside. Or anything this time, I won't hesitate. Understood? I'm not wanting to get on his bad side any further. Or not more than I already am. He says nothing else, pushing the door open for me and staying still by the entrance. The first thought that comes to mind is I see the room behind me. The door is huge. The place is ridiculously enormous. There's row after row of pillars on each side, many windows and a huge red carpet leading to a throne. Very big and nicely decorated chair, but aside from that, it's just a glorified seat. The king is currently sitting on it, looking as old as always. No surprise there. Come closer, boy. I do as he requests, walking a few steps closer to the throne. This room is very spacious, so it takes me like 30 seconds to actually reach his side. Impressed? You should see the throne room at the royal castle. That one is 10 times bigger. Up close I can finally notice how tiny he looks sitting on this huge chair. His legs don't actually reach the ground, yet he sits straight up, trying to look as imposing as physically possible for him. The body language doesn't match his tone though, as he speaks very casually to me, as if I was his long-lost grandson. Or that's the vibe he gives to me. Maybe he is one of the lost sons. Still, I can't help but feel uneasy, as I'm not sure how to address this man. I don't want to seem disrespectful. Should I bow? Better safe than sorry. I decide to lean on my knee and bow in front of him, looking straight to the ground as I do so. It's not really necessary, my boy. Please stand up. Yes, my king. I stutter my words as I stand back up. I don't like the idea of talking to him like this. Not after we... Yeah. I did. Appreciate that he didn't kill me, but somehow it just feels wrong that he this calm about it. Don't be so tense, boy. I was supposed to have a casual conversation with you. I was actually planning on inviting you for dinner, but you were asleep for longer than I expected. If by asleep you meant unconscious, then yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm not sure what to say, so I just listen to him talk. May I know your name? I'm sure you must be tired of me calling you boy all the time. Ehlly, sir. That's my name. He places his hand on his gray beard. Can't really tell by his expression, but it seems like he's lost in thought. I stare at him a little too long, and eventually our eyes meet. I look away immediately, both in shame and fear. He sighs to that, but his smile never vanishes from his face. Are you sorry for what you did, Ehlly? The question catches me off guard. I feel the shame eating me from the insides, making me feel like that time when I got arrested. Should I just keep messing up? Why can't I do anything right? It takes me a moment to actually formulate the right words. I am, sir. I really am. Expulsion? I mean, yeah. Didn't think it would be that so big. Well, didn't think it would be so big. Didn't tell me it would be that large. I'm not trying to make excuses, I swear. I really didn't know. I'm beginning to get worked up, but he calmed me down, raising his hand, signaling me to slow down. It's okay, it's okay. Don't fret, Ehlly. I can see that your heart is in the right place. If nothing, it's my fault the king that such a young soul ended up like this. As he says that, the old man looks legitimately angry to the point that I can notice him gripping his cane harder. It takes him a moment to recover his calm demeanor, but as soon as he does, his smile returns to his face. How old are you, boy? I'm 21, sir. Not technically true, but I'm just 1 week away from my birthday, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And are your companions as young as you? Companions? Yes, you mentioned that someone didn't tell you about how big the bomb was. May you tell me who they are? Damn, I'll let that slip. Used me with all the nice talk and now used me right where he wants me. Oh man, playing his part as the good guard perfectly led me to believe that I was the save with him. That has been the trick from the start. He'll just kill me once he gets the information he needs. Will you do that though? Is that the man? Was this man that kind of person? Look, I don't know. Never been in a situation like this before. Maybe I should just tell him all he needs to know. Maybe he'll be merciful if I spill the beans. But should I really do that? Am I really gonna betray them like this? I mean, this might save my neck. They're not exactly my friends. But being a dirty snitch just feels wrong. But they're not exactly your friends either. So, I don't know, sir. They hired me because I'm good at picking locks, but I have no connection to them. King remains quiet. Seems to be pondering my words. My palms are sweaty, and I'm pretty sure I must be shaking. Alright, one last question before you continue. Roger insisted I ask you this. How did you acquire such a big explosive? Did people struck a deal with someone? And you could tell me it's welcome. Figures that it would be looked suspicious for some street no ones to own such a dangerous weapon. What led them to believe there was a third party involved? Gee, I'm also curious as to who this benefactor was. Sadly, this time I can't tell him anything even if I wanted to. I'm actually not sure, sir. They said they got it from a benefactor, but they never mentioned a name or even a race. This time I try to be as truthful as I can to him, leaving all the details about the gang out of it, of course. Those jerks better thank me properly if I make it out of that alive. Alright then, serious talk is over. Welcome me, Ehlly. King throws his crown at me, and I barely catch it. Are you crazy? Seems worth a million Andreas. He just nodded and smiled before standing up. Good catch. You have excellent reflexes, my boy. Thank you. I did it again. I might as well save I haven't saved it all. Reluctantly placed the crown on the ground, keeping an eye on the old man's movements in case he wants to throw me something else. He said he just moves past me, walking to the other side of the hall. So I follow. Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, Ehlly? He looks back at me expectantly, making me feel even more nervous than before, as he now wants me to do the talking. And well, I don't know what to say, sir. I enjoy reading. Oh, you do? It's wonderful, boy. Books are so interesting, aren't they? I guess so. Is this man for real? The hell do you want from me, old man? Get to the point. Have you read the Holy Scriptures? It's well known that the young ones don't really care about them much, but I think we should all read them at least once in our life. I've read them, sir. I mean, went through them, but never been truly interested in our Savior's words or his teachings. Guess I still believe in what my mother told me, even if the rest of the world seems to be oblivious about the existence of the apostle. And where do you hail from, Ehlly? You're not from Yagner, are you? I'm from a no-name village to the southwest. I see you come from far away then. Have you enjoyed your stay in the city? I fake smile, trying to make it seem as genuine as possible. If you knew all the awful things that your shithead guards do, I'm sure that the beard of yours would fall off. But I'll refrain. Probably not the best moment to trash mouth, at least not in front of the king himself. To some extent, yes, it's been interesting. There's no real need to lie, boy. It's rather by scheming snakes for longer than I like to admit. I know to recognize a fake smile when I see one. Besides, a new situation in town isn't the best. Even as he says this, his smile returns to his face, as if he found the whole thing amusing. It makes me angry, as I can't help but think about all the people that suffer daily because of this jerk's incompetence. I grip my fist and give him a nasty look, but he returns a smile instead. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Why haven't I done anything? Correct? You always knew, then why? Why you let them suffer like that? Do you know how hard it is to make it to the end of the day? People struggle and all you guys do is sit on your asses in expensive chairs. I let my anger get the best of me. I clearly stepped out of the line, but fuck it. So frustrating to see him laughing about it when hundreds suffer. The man remains quiet, but as soon as I start rumbling, a sad smile crosses his face. Because I can't. Sadly, this is not my kingdom anymore. I've outgrown my responsibilities. And now I'm just a useless old man. Then it takes me by surprise. He's not mad at me for yelling. He just seems angry at himself. But you, my boy, you're the ray of hope I've been looking for years. I'm not sure the goddesses brought you to me with purpose. He looks to the sky from one of the windows. He's still smiling. Me, on the other hand, I'm confused as ever. What does that mean? Let the old man have his secrets. I'm sure you'll find out in due time. He says nothing after that, and we just stand there in silence. He looks outside while I look at him, trying to process what he just told me. But as hard as I try to think or reason, I can't find any. Ehlly, tell me, are you aware of what happened to my sons? I tilt my head, unsure what to say. I really know the rumors. Supposedly they went on a trip on the border of the territory. As they passed by the mountains, they got attacked. One of the king's sons was murdered, and the other one ended up injured. Truth be told, nothing has ever been confirmed. I just know they got attacked, but nothing else. It was about 26 years ago, my boy. My second grandkid had just been born, and his father, my older child, had to go with his brother to a political meeting. I can still remember the look on his face. He was rather worried. He had to leave his little baby at my care. Same for my younger son, as he left me with his kid as well. His puppy was older though, 2 years old. Rightful memory serves me right. He chuckles sadly as he keeps his eyes glued to the moon. Luckily for me, the maids were there to help me, or else I wouldn't have been able to take care of the little rascals on my own. He laughs once more, and I just stare dumbfoundedly at him, still unsure where he wants to go with all this. A week after, a messenger told me that Marcus had died and Richard would soon follow him. Luckily, the goddesses blessed me, so I didn't have to take my younger son with them. Still, they took his sight. I was devastated. My 2 boys ripped away from me just like that. That day, I made an oath to make this kingdom a safer place and still be king while doing so. It's been almost 30 years since that day, and I've done nothing. I feel bad for the little man in front of me. I often call him useless. I never stop to think how hard it must be to run a kingdom, especially at his age. Is that why you haven't passed the crown? I would like to think so, but things are just never as simple as they seem. Never forget that, boy. Another phrase leave me wondering. Half of the things this man says make no sense. He's speaking in riddles or something. Sir, why are you telling me all this? Finally, man just snapped his attention back to me. Would it be enough if I told you that an old man just wants some company? There are many scenarios where that is a valid answer, but not this one. I really want to know, sir. Mind if we walk a little bit before I answer your questions? There's no need to rush things. So I sigh, but the man decided to walk a few more steps around the room, not paying much attention to not to my but to me anymore. I just limit myself to follow beside him, given the company he claims he wants. The old man clearly knows something I don't, and I'm falling right on this game. What are we even playing? What does he want from me? In a few minutes he finally stops, by the moon reflecting on his gray fur. Alright then. Now that I've stretched my legs, I feel rather honest. Tell me, what do you want to know? First question that comes to mind is a rather obvious one. Will I be able to leave this island anytime soon? The old man places his hand on his chin and caresses his beard slowly. I look at him with anticipation, waiting for the answer. I think that for now the best is to keep you here, but you're not a prisoner, Ehlly. You'll be able to leave if you prove yourself to be trustworthy. Please try to understand you attempted to steal from the king, and you could have killed me with that explosive. That's high treason, no matter how you look at it. I sighed, not surprised at all. I knew it wouldn't be so easy, but it didn't hurt to try. May I request something then? He nods, taking his eyes off of me and directing them towards the moon once again. Take a look at it as well. It's full moon, really beautiful. I want to send a letter to my mentor. He must be worried he's sick, and I want to let him know I'm okay. And would it be okay to send him gold as well? I help him with the shopping. Without me, he'll have many difficulties making money. I can arrange for that, Ehlly. Consider it done. I'll make sure a letter reaches him, with some jewels added, of course. The smile seems sincere, which calms me down a little bit. I still feel bad for leaving like that, but at least now I know he'll be taken care of. Thank you. Of course. Anything else you need? Well, all there is left to know is, why am I here? Is there something you need from me? Are you saying you don't want to be here? No, sir, that's not what I mean. I know nothing about your intentions. I'm just a stray from the street. Yeah, you say that I'm hope. Why? No, I was just joking, my boy. Don't make that face. His smile returns and I can't help but feel frustrated, as he seems to take nothing serious. Please, sir, just help me understand the situation better. Yes, of course, I understand. But like I said, I can't reveal all my cards. At least not yet, boy. What does that mean? He's actually trying to play some sort of sick, twisted game with me? Damn it, I hate being left in the dark like this. But considering my options, I think the best then is to play along as best as I can, at least for now. What card can you reveal then? The old man takes a few steps closer to me and places his hand on my shoulder. I have a proposition for you. He smiles wisely. He takes his time to formulate the next sentence. Ehlly, I would like to become my retainer. I stare at him, not sure what he means by that. What is a retainer anyway? Sorry, what? Give me a laugh at my ignorance. Total biscotti vibes on this one. I'm giving you a job, young fox. A very well paid one at that. You'll have to keep me safe. Maybe keep me company from time to time. I can get rather lonely in this castle after all. I'm taken aback by this. He's not being serious. He can't be. Me? And nobody from the streets working for the king himself? There's just no way. Sir, I'm nothing but a lowlife. No knight nor a warrior. Of course, but that doesn't indicate your real worth. Like I said, boy, you have potential. So don't worry, it's all been taken care of. Starting tomorrow, you'll be instructed both academically and physically. Did he have it all planned from the get-go? What's this guy's deal with me? Has to be a reason behind it. Look, I feel so powerless now. I hate it. I remain quiet, trying to focus on my thoughts, which seem to be all over the place. But then the king calls, bringing my attention back to him. So, what's your answer, Ehlly? As if I had any choice to begin with, and he knows it. That's why he had that damn cheeky smile on his face. I need to accept, but now I'm not given the satisfaction to know how annoyed I am. Well played, Your Majesty. I'll be honored, Your Majesty. And splendid, I look forward to seeing your progress. King playfully slaps my butt, laughing it off as soon after, as if nothing happened. Gee, what the heck is wrong with this old man? But I try late. Better hit the bed, boy. You have a busy day tomorrow. Sir Roderick, please come in. He yells loudly, and soon after the door to the room opens. Soon after the king, well, not the king, but the knight enters the room with a sort of look on his face, I might add. Which he turns, will try to hide with a frown as soon as he sees me looking at him. Sir Roderick, great news. Sir Ehlly accepted my offer and will be working with us. Starting tomorrow, of course. So, I've heard. He says with a certain annoyed tone in his voice. This time I can't tell if he's mad or just tired. Anyway, I don't interrupt them. I'm learning to remain quiet around Roderick. You may escort Sir Ehlly back to his room. He must be greatly tired. As you wish, my king. He bounces, well, not bounces, but bows once more, and then turns around towards the door. It doesn't spare me one single look, but I'm sure I must follow. So I spare the king one last smile before sending off to the hallway. Back to my room it is. Okay. That's a good place to stop as any. So we'll go back to the main menu. Alright. So, part of Amethyst. This is going to be, I don't even know which part. But, I don't have time to do a full video for the entire update. So we're going to split this up. Hopefully not too many parts. But of course, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I will see y'all in the next one.